gums or bad things in books if possible.
Okay, I feel like a slacker after I read this question, and you'll understand why. Other than acting, singing, writing, editing, public speaking, and addressing audiences, what do you like to do?
Sleep. Well, first of all, I love my garden, and I love pruning my roses and enjoying my garden very much. I love my grandchildren, of course, and they come over most Sundays, Kathy. Not all of them. Some of them live on the East Coast, some of them live on the West Coast, but wherever we are, it seems they are always around on a Sunday. And so Sundays is a special day. Big family dinner as a rule, and things like that. And I think those two things in particular, I love listening to music, going to the ballet, going to any wonderful concert that's around. So life's pretty exciting and very full.
It's a wonder that you do have time for any of that, though, what do you have to say?
Oh, you're very sweet.
And you're so full of energy.
Well, I think it's a turn on the more you do, the more you love what you do is the answer. And I'm very stimulated by all that I do, and I love meeting people, which is why I'm so pleased to be here tonight.
Fabulous, which leads us right into our next question. It's actually a two-part question from Sue and Caitlin. And the first one is, are you enjoying the book tour that you're on right now? And what's been your favorite part about being on book tour?
Well, I think I just said it, as a matter of fact. I think it is the meeting of people and having them say that they really love this particular book or other books that we've done. But since this is the new one, it's wonderful to get a feeling as to how people think about this particular book. And it's beautifully illustrated by a wonderful artist, a consummate artist called James McMullen. And he just happens to live in the same village as my daughter. But that's not the reason that we asked him to do the book. He's a wonderful writer with his, he illustrates the books that his wife writes. He's the contributor of all those wonderful I Stink, I Smell. Remember those wonderful books that are out in all the children's bookstores at the moment? He's the creator with his wife of those books, but he's also a wonderful artist, and he does all the posters for Lincoln Center in New York City. If you go to New York City and you see, for instance, South Pacific, which is playing at the Lincoln Center right now, it's his poster that's up there. So he's a great friend, and he's done us proud with this book.
It must be interesting to travel all around the world and meeting people, and they're all coming together because of this book.
Yeah, that's true. It is lovely, and people visit from all over the world. When I was in New York, people came over from England and Denmark and Norway and Canada and other parts of the United States. It's wonderful that they make such an effort, and I'm thrilled that they do.
It shows their love of reading and their appreciation for what you do. Okay, our next question is another two-parter, and the first one is, how did you get interested in acting?
Well, that's an easy question to answer. I'll make it as brief as I can. When I was very young, when I was about 7 years old, my school closed because of World War II. And I was very underfoot and probably a nuisance. And my mother and my stepfather were in the music hall. They were on the boards, so to speak, in vaudeville. And my stepfather sang, and my mother played the piano. And sort of to keep me quiet, so to speak, because I was home from school, which was shut, my stepfather decided to give me some singing lessons. And to his surprise, they discovered that I had a really phenomenal freak adult voice at the age of 7. And they were very worried that I would damage my throat or something, so they took me to a wonderful teacher